Good Saturday afternoon, everyone. This is May 13th. The Tomorrow is Mother's Day already. We're going to go over a few things. We have severe weather ongoing across Iowa into parts of the right around the St. Louis area as well. We have watches out for that, and we're going to go over there's flood watches all the way through Texas into Oklahoma as they've went from drought to deluge across southern parts of Texas as well. And then we're going to go over your Mother's Day forecast as well. So let's get right into it. Alrighty, here is the current conditions over the United States. We have flood watches all the way from southern Texas all the way through southern to central Oklahoma for potential of multiple inches of rain. We already have flood warnings out here towards southeastern parts of Texas, flood advisories as well. This is going from drought to deluge, like I said, across southern parts of Texas, and this is great news across parts of Texas, getting some much needed rain across that area. Across the west here, we interior valleys of out California are on heat advisories, and we got heat advisories all the way up for basically from Seattle down through Portland across the west coast. Now up here, we're going to go over these watches individually here in just a second, but we have a flood watch as well down here through southeastern parts of Minnesota. This is a tornado watch out for basically through central Iowa, all the way through southeast Iowa, from basically Des Moines down towards Burlington, Iowa, for tornadoes. I think that goes until 7 o'clock tonight. And then we have a severe thunderstorm watch out here for the St. Louis area and just east into parts of Illinois here, west central Illinois as well. All right, here is the brand new update from the Storm Prediction Center for this afternoon. We have a slight risk basically from St. Louis up to Cedar Rapids, Iowa, to, Springfield, Illinois, Peoria, Davenport, up to Burlington, Mount Pleasant, Iowa City, Iowa as well. Slight risk of severe weather here. On the other side of this, we got marginal risks basically down here through southern parts of Texas, or eastern parts of southeastern, eastern parts of Texas, southern half of Oklahoma, and southwestern parts of Arkansas. And we have a little marginal risk out here towards North Carolina, over towards Virginia Beach and Richmond, Virginia as well. So thunderstorms associated with a few tornadoes, wind damage, and large hail will be possible today, especially this afternoon and this evening from Iowa into central Illinois. Isolated strong severe storms will also be possible across southern Oklahoma into East Texas, as well as eastern Virginia into North Carolina, like I just mentioned. Here is a tornado risk. Like I said, we have a tornado watch up here. I'm going to go over that individual watch here in just a second, but a 5% risk of a tornado within a 25-mile radius of any given point in this 5% risk area up here. From Peoria, just outside of Springfield, Illinois, up, like I said, through Burlington, up towards just east of Des Moines, and up through parts of north central Iowa as well. We have a 2% risk down here towards eastern Texas, southern parts of Oklahoma, and southwest parts of Arkansas. Here's the wind risk, 15% chance, 15% risk up here of straight line winds in excess of 60 miles per hour within 25 miles at any given point. And here's the hail. Biggest threat is from west central Illinois through basically central Illinois and southeastern Iowa through central Iowa as well for some hail up to possibly golf balls. All right, here is a tornado watch out until 7 o'clock this evening. This goes from Fort Dodge basically down to Ames, Des Moines, Ottumwa, over towards Iowa City, Burlington, and Keokuk, Iowa. For risk of tornadoes. Like I said, up here, Storm Prediction Center says a couple tornadoes are possible. Scattered hail up to ping pong size, and wind, there's isolated gusts up to 70 miles per hour. There's 1.6 million people under this tornado watch. All right, here's the severe thunderstorm watch that has been issued as well. This also goes until 7 o'clock this evening. 3.4 million people under this watch. A couple tornadoes are possible in this area. Scattered hail up to 2 inches in diameter. That is hen eggs, golf ball to hen eggs, and scattered gusts of up to 70 miles per hour. So we're talking about the St. Louis metro area here, up to Troy, Missouri, Alton, Litchfield, Taylorville, Decatur, Springfield, Illinois, down to Mount Vernon, you have a severe thunderstorm watch until 7 o'clock this evening. Please stay weather aware and have a way to get warnings. All right, let's go over the HRRR, the latest run here. This is at 3 o'clock today. You can see the timestamp up here. This is Central Time. We're going to go over the central areas here, and then we're going to go over the east. You can see some storms popping up just northeast of St. Louis, up towards Burlington, Iowa. Here we've got some storms, possibly supercells, trying to develop out here. Some storms across central Iowa as well, and just some scattered rain, some storms all the way through Texas and parts of Oklahoma as well. Get to 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock. See the scattered storms are getting towards St. Louis as well. These could be possibly severe. This is at 5 o'clock today. Like I said, this could happen. This could not happen exactly this way. So just like I said, stay weather aware. This is just a prediction of where some of these storms will be from this model. So we got scattered storms basically across Arkansas, southern Missouri, through Oklahoma, parts of Texas, big complex of storms right off the coast here of southeastern Texas as well. Scattered storms across the Gulf Coast as well, and then scattered storms across the mountains of Colorado, New Mexico, up towards Arizona and Utah as well. Let's just run through this real quick. 5, 6, there's 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, 9, 10, 11. And here's midnight. Still got clusters of storms, basically from southern Illinois into southeastern parts of Missouri. Storms across maybe right around Dallas area around midnight. Just some scattered storms here and there across parts of Texas, Oklahoma, and through Colorado, and basically South Dakota to Wyoming, over towards southern parts of Minnesota. All right, let's go towards the East Coast now. We got Virginia here. We got storms. Looks like it's trying to erupt around 3 o'clock this afternoon. Then we go to 4 o'clock. There's 5, 6. As you see, there's a southeastern part movement here. We got some storms down here in Florida. Scattered storms across interior parts of Florida. A few storms across South Carolina and North Carolina. And then this complex of storms coming down through Virginia will make its way southeast towards the coastal regions of far northeastern North Carolina, southeastern Virginia, as well as we go in through this evening. And this is, like I said, this is midnight tonight, so everything kind of dies down across the Gulf Coast here and Florida as we head towards midnight. All right, let's take a look at the Mother's Day forecast. I'm sure everybody wants a barbecue or go out to eat or dinner. Have a nice picnic out back with your mom and stuff. So a lot of festivities going on probably tomorrow. So it's going to be hot across the south and southeast, upper 80s to around 90, even up towards Memphis, 89 around Memphis, mid 80s or upper 80s around Little Rock towards southern Arkansas as well. Mid 70s, looks like a nice day could happen up here in Virginia, parts of West Virginia, eastern parts of Kentucky as well. 70s up there. We get up towards Chicago, towards eastern Iowa. We're looking at 50s possibly for highs tomorrow, with some cool showery weather. And we get up here towards Minnesota where the sun will come out, and we're looking at 70s here. So let's go to the central areas. A lot of cool showery weather will happen down here in Texas, continuing tomorrow, even into western Oklahoma. 60s, 70s, low 80s possible. Like I said, you get towards Missouri, you're going to be well into the 80s and to around 90 across parts of Louisiana as well. Looks like West Monroe looks like right around 90 as well. All right, let's take a look at severe weather for Mother's Day. It looks like general thunderstorms basically all the way through the mountain regions of the west, and then all of Texas, Oklahoma, Kansas is pop-up showers and storms, basically across most of the southern half of the United States. We do have a marginal risk over here towards parts of Missouri, Illinois, southward towards the Tennessee Valley for tomorrow. A few strong or locally severe storms are forecast to affect portions of the Midwest. Laurel, Ohio Valley, and Tennessee Valley, mainly Sunday afternoon and evening. So there's this kind of a time frame to look for some storms tomorrow. So stay weather aware as well tomorrow if you have some outdoor plans. Isolated hail and locally damaging winds are expected. This is be the primary threats for tomorrow. All right, that's all I have for today. That pretty much takes a look at the rest of your weekend forecast here. We have severe weather ongoing today, so stay weather aware. And thank you all for watching. I appreciate it. Have a great Mother's Day weekend, everyone.